What's up, everyone, and welcome to this week's portfolio update. Now, I know I missed last week. I was away in Hawaii celebrating my wife's 40th birthday and our wedding anniversary. But while I was gone, actually just as I got back, some major things happened. Israel and the US decided to launch a massive attack on Iran, causing markets to drop. Oil prices are spiking. Bitcoin dropped to below 93,000. AUD, but I'm going to give a 2-week update. I'm going to explain what's going on and why I'm still buying. Let's check it out. All right, so over the past 2 weeks, the markets have reacted to escalating conflict involving the US, Israel, and Iran. And when geopolitical risk rises, markets don't wait. They immediately start pricing in uncertainty. Investors start asking questions. How long will this last for? Will this affect inflation? Will it push oil prices up? And all this has an effect on broad market ETFs like IVV. So it's not necessarily about earnings, but it's more about the uncertainty of what's going on in the world today. With Bitcoin, the reaction can be even more volatile. Investors treat this as a high-risk asset. Even though it's known as digital gold, it's still looked at as a high-risk asset, and a lot of investors are quick to pull their money from him and put them into physical assets like silver and gold, which we're going to see spike in the next few weeks. All right, I just want to show you guys the crude oil price at the moment. And as you can see, yesterday, it spiked from about $67 a barrel to $72 a barrel. And because Iran plays such a major role in the world's oil supply, this is going to affect our markets and our investments at the same time. But after every major global world event, the Ukraine war, the Afghan war, back to the Gulf War, the markets always take a steep knee-jerk reaction dive, but they have always bounced back. There's never been one moment where the stock market has not bounced back after a world event. So what we're seeing right now in the markets is not unusual. Historically, war creates an initial spike in volatility and a rotation into safer assets like I mentioned before, like gold and silver, and then markets gradually stabilize as clarity improves. The first move is emotional and the longer term move is economic. And this is why consistency matters. The headlines change weekly, but the process doesn't. So let's make our buys this week. All right, and I'm doubling up 40 because I missed last week. All right, cool. 40 of IVV done. Now, let's hop over to Bitcoin. Whoops. Come on, baby. And there we have it, our $80 invested this week. And let's see. Now, as I mentioned before, this is the thing no one tells beginners. After every major conflict, the Gulf War, 9/11, Afghanistan, Ukraine, the stock market initially drops, but has bounced back every single time. Now, look, what's going on in Iran is serious and people are losing their lives. So I'm not trying to minimize or downplay the situation at all. But from a purely investing perspective, when people are panicking and selling, that's when it's time to buy. And I've used this quote before. It's a Warren Buffett quote. When people are fearful, be greedy. And when people are greedy, be fearful. Man, let's send prayers up for the people overseas that are affected by this. There's a lot of people that have been affected. But yeah, as always, God bless, and I hope you have an amazing week.